Welcome back to ODT Rugby Chat. To wrap it up, this is probably the season-ending Rugby Chat, unless Brownie starts talking to me again, and we might talk about the Otago team if they start winning some games. We're going to talk about the final tonight. Of course, I told you last week Dunedin would win. I told you to stick with me. They got home late, but they won 21-20, which was just a reverse of last year when Tyree won 22, might have been 23-21 on the end. So tonight, to talk about the game, we've got Kieran Moffat from the Eels, and we've got Brad Weber from the Sharks. Now, boys, is it David Bain Day today? That's why you're wearing these really bad jerseys. What's it all about?
Oh, we went on a wee trip last year together, so I thought it'd be nice to, get some memories.
Show a bit of bonding between the two clubs. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, Moff copied me when I brought mine.
They're not quite the same. They're a bit different.
No, they must have been made in a different Chinese factory.
Now, we talked about David Bain, but you might know, but David Bain's actually had a pretty bad rap with the whole really bad jersey wearing. Now, I know for a fact that David Bain that wasn't David Bain's jersey, and that, in fact, was one of the cops gave it to him out of the lost and found bin. So, David Bain's had a bad rap all these years about the jersey.
Oh, it's probably made him more infamous than ever, though, hasn't it?
What are you trying to tell me? The students all think he's innocent because of the jersey?
Oh, well, there's been a lot of jerseys at dress-up parties.
That's all about the David Bain. Well, you can take it back from here. He's had a bad rap. Boys, let's talk about what happened after the final. So, was it a big night at Shark Park?
Yeah, it was huge. Well, one of the biggest nights I've ever been a part of. I can tell you that much.
So
biggest weekends.
What time did you finish?
We finished up at the club about 1 or 2 a.m. and then boys kicked on through town and stuff. Yeah.
Nobody got arrested?
No, we were on our best behaviour.
Outstanding.
Yeah, good buzz.
Yeah, well, even I had to say that I was home by 4:30, and my wife was less than impressed at 4:30. Even though I don't think I woke her up, but I think she must have heard me. So Moff, I hear that you guys had a function sort of planned anyway, so that went ahead out on the Tyree?
Yep. No, there was a good number of people out at the club.
I hear your club was packed.
Yeah, it was good to see, really. So.
Were they not too worried, or were they just a bit down in the mouth, or it's just one of those things?
Yeah, of course, everyone would have been fairly disappointed, but Spates helps you get over that.
Yeah,
so
it's got that sort of soothing quality, isn't it?
Certainly has. Yeah.
I did feel that when I was talking to Mad Mike Casey, he was. I did talk to him for a bit at the Dunedin Rugby Club on Saturday night. He was pretty quiet. Very quiet for him. He's normally hyperactive, as we know.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Did he bounce back out of the club rooms?
I think so, yeah. Everyone seemed to get up for it, for a good night out there, so, yeah.
Now, we've got the big Player of the Year competition coming up on Monday. Now, the word on the street is that you might actually win a prize in that, and you might be the top try scorer in the competition, but I'm hearing that there's some debate within your club that you are the top try scorer. Can you confirm that you did score 17 tries this year?
Yeah, I scored 17 tries this year.
And Corey Rapani only scored 16.
There's speculation.
There's speculation you may have taken one of his, but is that not right?
Well, it's not me taking one of his. There's speculation that I think Mythbuster got put down.
Who's the Mythbuster?
Shannon Young.
He took one of his?
He took one of his. So.
But bad luck, as far as you're concerned.
On paper, it's a victory to me, but morally, it's probably even, but I'll take the victory.
Exactly. Yeah. And, he's made the Form 15, isn't he? Shannon Young, so he can't complain. He's here. He's on the board. In fact, both you guys are on the board here. Okay, Brad, let's talk me through that first half of the game. Let's start talking about the game now. So, it was first half. I felt you played a lot of rugby. Didn't score a lot of points. 17-6 at half time. So, talk me through that first half.
Yeah, well, we certainly went into the game thinking that we're going to hold on to the ball and have a lot more rather than kick it away.
Because we've got no kickers, apart from yourself, obviously.
Okay.
But anyway,
yeah, we'll move past that.
Yeah.
But it just the Tyree defence was quite strong, and we struggled to get through, and we're only able to. We missed a few. I know Liam missed a few kicks, and he was a bit down on himself. But we played a lot of rugby, and the score might not have reflected it from our point of view, but we knew that. We could still be in it if we keep trucking along. We'd eventually get through. So
you guys at half time. So you're up 17-6. What was the feeling in the sheds at half time with you boys?
Oh, pretty good, really.
Yeah. Did you feel you played a lot of rugby in the first half?
We thought we absorbed a lot of the Dunedin's pressure.
Yep.
And thought that we got down their end of the field and came over with points. So everything it was pretty tough out there, and the scoreline probably didn't reflect how tough it was in that first half, with Liam missing a couple of kicks as well. So it was probably a lot more even than on paper, but at the end of the day, we were pretty happy going into the half.
So were you happy with the Willis Scott try? There's a bit of controversy. Was a wee bit of controversy. Took the quick tap and went and scored. Were you guys pretty? There's no major drama remonstrating with the referee at the time.
No, well, I'm more than fine with it myself from what I saw, but yeah, I have heard things, but hey, it's.
A few of the boys said to me they felt he was well in front of the mark. What did you think, Moff?
I'm not sure.
You went right.
Yeah,
I did talk to Jimmy Dolman. You got on him. He brought his 2 referees. They came out to the rugby club on Saturday night. That was good of them. But they got there about 11 o'clock and had a few beers. But he thought it was fair. He thought it was he would, but he thought it was right on the mark.
No, well, Paul, as a halfback, and for someone who takes quite a lot of quick taps, I've got absolutely no problem with it. I like it when refs aren't real pedantic about where you've got to be right on the mark.
Yeah.
You know, he was around the sort of area where the penalty was given. I got absolutely.
So let's talk me through this before that brings me on to you then. So here you are in the second half with a kick in front. You take a quick tap. So talk me through that. It was a bit of didn't work out for you,
no.
But it's happened. It's worked for you quite a bit of time this year.
Yeah, well, we were down by 14 points at that stage, so I thought something needed to happen. We needed to spark it up a bit, so worth the risk.
You certainly got some stick for me on the radio, but luckily you didn't hear that. So, come back to you, Kieran. So, look, when you got to 20-6, you got that penalty reasonably early in the second half, and we had quite a bit of a period, probably 10 or 15 minutes, where nothing really happened. Mm-hmm. Did you guys shut down there, mentally shut down at 20-6?
No, I don't think so. I think we knew that we would have had to carry on playing rugby. Playing positive rugby all the way through to win it because we knew that Dunedin were a strong side. Just things didn't go our way. Dunedin put a lot of pressure on us, and then they started coming away with points, and yeah, sort of the rub of the green started going.
So when did you guys feel like it was still at 20-6, and we're probably 18 minutes into that second half, and you guys hadn't really got out of first gear again, and you said you tried to spark it up with that quick tap. So when did you guys feel like, look, we're in this, we've got a chance? Was it the Blake try, or did that just get you back on track?
Yeah, well, this year we have come back a lot in the last 20 minutes. So we had been there before this year, luckily, which is a bit different from last year. So, well, not too much. And I certainly think when Huey scored, then that certainly gave us a big lift. We needed that then and there. And so yeah.
So let's get. And then we'll come to those last few minutes. We'll come back to that second try because I thought that second try score was really good. But let's talk through that last few minutes of the game. You guys are up by 1. These guys, when we turn over, they get inside the 22. So Moff, you just take me through the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game from your perspective.
Well, it was we got in a position to win it, and really just didn't happen.
Just didn't get it done.
We probably didn't. To be honest, we didn't train for that to be in that situation, and in hindsight, it may have been something to do.
Well, I was actually because I think the first time you set for the drop goal, I actually blamed the Big Show because the Big Show just turned up at the back of your ruck, and the poor little halfback was trying to find Hayden Parker, and he was well set then. So hopefully the Big Show took some stick for that, just turning up at the right.
It was actually on Sunday. A few of the boys spent about half an hour out on the field reenacting those plays.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he certainly
came up
caught
with some
fair share.
Yeah, because I called him on the radio. So look, from Brad, from your perspective, talk me through those last 2. I mean, up to that period, you're 8 minutes out, and you'd held on to the ball for quite a considerable amount of time. Did you ever think of kicking deep and then putting some pressure on, or the plan was we're just going to hold on to it?
No, our plan was to hang on to it. We thought that we were in a better position to waste some time, not only waste some time, but also maybe to win a penalty by being the attacking team, which seems to be the way it's been going in terms of the referees awarding penalties this year. So, yeah, and certainly from learning from last year and not giving away any penalties in that last couple.
On your own line, because I felt a couple of times you're offside. I felt Jimmy Dolman was pretty good. He actually just said, you're offside, get back, and luckily they did.
It's big for you to admit that.
It was. I felt they were offside.
Yeah.
So that last seconds of the game, they're lining up that last drop kick. What was going through your mind then? Because I remember talking to you last year about, oh, Jesus, this kick is going to go over, and you're right on the post. So there you were. What was your feeling as you took that kick?
Well, I was one of the two that ran up and tried to charge it, and luckily Sione Pula got a little
got a finger on it.
It would have gone over had he not got that.
I thought it was still going to miss. Do you thought that would have gone over?
It definitely would have gone over.
Right.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Sione.
But it just didn't finish there, because what happened then was Sione touches it, everybody's onside. The ball goes over the goal line, bounces back. There's two Tyree boys there looking to. All they had to do was catch and score.
I was in a prime position to chase it because I was kind of blocking.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise it was touched.
Right.
And so I just sort of stood there looking.
Yeah,
Like
it was a couple of the forwards went up, and luckily, so did Gareth Evans came from nowhere.
Yeah, he did well. It bounced over, I think it was Brody Hume's head.
Imagine winning like
that.
Yeah.
That would have broken.
That would have killed us. And then he kicked it. He told me he kicked it to the end of Dundas Street, which he possibly did.
Yeah, he got a bit of power in those legs as G-Ball, so.
So let's talk about some of the guys. So who stood out? I mean, who stood out in the game for you? Obviously not yourself, but I want to talk about your midfield in a minute. But who stood out for you in the game?
Charlie was huge.
Yep.
Yeah, for us. And also looking back on the video, Brody Hume, he was pretty.
He didn't get
pretty
mentioned, but he
impressive.
made a lot of tackles.
Yeah.
And for Dunedin, who do you think stood out?
Well, obviously Sam Anderson-Heather has been
He was unbelievable.
outstanding,
Did you?
Oh,
I just couldn't believe how many times one guy could take the ball on.
He's been outstanding for us all year. He's one of the best running around. But I also think guys, our midfield really stood up. Kaitu Kawhana and Tim Tulavai, they had a big assignment up against
two best midfielders in town.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So and they really stood up and helped us get some.
From a Dunedin point of view, I thought Kaitu took it to you boys a bit, the big second five for Dunedin.
Oh, he's a big rig, isn't he?
He's a big man.
Yeah. You try standing in front of him.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be standing.
Yeah.
I'd be talking him to the ground. Look, boys, we just want to talk quickly about and I think we're running out of time, but I want to quickly talk about, we've got our Form 15 going here, and the voting competition is underway. I'm going to keep that voting on the ODT People's Choice probably till Friday night. But Moff, unbelievably, you are well ahead in this in the popularity stakes.
Yeah.
Must be a lot of Eels boys on the way.
No, I own a lot of computers actually, so I just put a vote on each one.
So Webber, you're not going that good. You've only got 35 votes.
Yeah, I'm a little half back.
So right now we've got Moff on 196, and we've got Big Craig Miller from Pirates. He's the closest contender.
There's a lot of votes for a prop.
He must have a lot of mates.
They're sort of under the radar usually.
And I've got to mention just before we finish, poor old Ashton Tuck, the underrated left winger. He's got 5 votes. He's just not liked.
Like you said, underrated. He is outstanding. Just doesn't get the love.
So look, I think we might have to wrap it up there. So look, boys, thanks for coming along. It's been a really good season. I can say that now because Dunedin did win, but I felt that what goes around comes around. Tyree deserved to win last year. Pops Dunedin deserved to win this year, but there was nothing in it, and hopefully we'll see the same next year. And just remember to keep up those votes on that ODT website. And remember, Moff is well ahead at this stage. I'm hoping that you guys will get on and vote for Ashton Tuck and get him off 5 votes. Let's get him into double figures, but we're happy to see Moff win this prize on Monday night. So we will talk to you again either in NPC season or next year. Cheers.